Hi everyone, I hope you're doing all right. Now today's video is going to be a health update rather than a gut health update, which is what I've been doing over the last few months. This is purely because I've decided that whilst obviously my gut is what loads of you tune in to hear about and is something that is quite problematic for me, you know, mental health is also quite a big part, and the brain and the gut sort of all go together. So I thought I'd combine a bit of how I'm feeling in my gut and also how I'm feeling in my brain, because yeah, that's just me. I struggle in numerous ways. So yeah, let's get started. Lately, I have been feeling rubbish, really. I'm talking about in my gut. I haven't been feeling good at all, and it's been kind of different in a way to how I've usually sort of felt, because you know that I always feel really bad, but I've been getting really bad pains, like up here, like up in my ribs, even up to the point that it's been in my shoulders and stuff. And you think, well, maybe she's just pulled a muscle or something, but it's definitely not that. It's definitely something to do with my stomach, because my stomach's been gurgling a lot more. I've been having a lot more gas and stuff, and I get the feeling from just what I think, and also from asking some of you guys on Instagram, that it probably is like trapped wind or something, but I can't really be sure. I don't really know why it started either. Like, it just came on one day. It came on like, I was in London and I was walking to go and meet some friends, and I just started getting these shooting pains down my sides, and I was like, oh God, it's gonna be awful, I'm gonna have a horrible evening. But I kind of just dealt with it. But then that whole evening, as I moved and stuff, these pains just kept coming back, and it's like in my back, in my front, in my sides, up here. It's not even down like in my stomach or in my gut, where you would usually think, oh, that's where the pain is. I mean, those pains are just there all the time anyway, but it's everywhere. And I've had it now for quite a while, and I don't fully understand why. I'm assuming it is just trapped gas and trapped wind, and I mean, it has improved somewhat since the very beginning when it was really bad, but it's bloody annoying. Like, you kind of feel like, I get it almost like around where my heart is, and I think, oh God, you know, there's something wrong in there. Like, I'm sure loads of you have had where you get pain, like chest pain sometimes, and you think, oh my God, I'm having a heart attack, which I'm probably not, because I'm still alive, but it's just that it makes you more tense and nervous about things, and I think that actually makes the pain worse in a way, because, you know, if you're tense, your body just doesn't work as it should. You need to be loose and relaxed and everything. So yeah, that is kind of my biggest gut health change over the last few weeks and stuff, which is really annoying. But as well as that, I've had like all the bloating and pains that I usually get, and I've been saying over the past few gut health updates that, you know, I've been going to the toilet a lot more. I remember gut health updates like a year ago or something where I was like, I never go to the loo, I just don't go. And over the last few, I've been going to the loo a lot more, which has been great. And that has generally continued. Like, give it like about a month ago, I was going to the loo really regularly. Like, every morning I get up and go to the loo. I go to the loo maybe 2 or 3 times in a day, which is definitely not normal for me. And I don't think that's what you're supposed to do. I don't really know, because as someone who's always been pretty much chronically constipated, for me, I just get such a buzz. If I go to the loo, it's like a celebration, and I want to dance around and be happy. As soon as I feel like I need to go to the loo, it's the best thing ever. And I don't know if other people who have had constipation are the same. I'm sure people who go the other way probably think the complete opposite and don't understand why I'm so excited about going to the toilet. But, you know, that's just how it is. So yeah, you know, about a month ago, a few weeks ago, I was going to the loo incredibly regularly, and I just felt good because of that, like mentally as well. But then the last few weeks since then, I've started to go back into my old ways of not being able to go to the loo. Like, I love getting up and go to the loo straight away, and I haven't been able to, and it's kind of got me really down, because firstly, my stomach looks more inflated than usual, and secondly, it just makes me feel bad in so many ways, like physically and mentally. So it's been quite a struggle, but I think, you know, it's better than it used to be anyway. Like, I tend to still go once a day or once every other day, which isn't too bad, and I'm still like thinking that it's my prebiotic that's helping me, which is Bimuno, because I started taking that a few months ago, and ever since then I've been going to the toilet more regularly. So I don't know, I think it's that, but yeah, I haven't been to the loo today, and I want to go. As I said, this is a health update rather than a gut health update, so let's talk about my mental health. Now, at the moment, I know it's December and we should be all happy and festive and, you know, just looking forward to the festivities that come with the end of the year and everything, but I have been incredibly stressed, like beyond the stress that the stress that I've had throughout my life. When I was at school, I used to get mega stressed with exams and stuff, and then at uni I had a really stressful period in my life which completely messed up my gut and everything. But at the moment I have had so much work to do and it's just got me completely like the wrong way. I've just been really worked up, I can't focus on things, I'm not the nicest person always to be around, apologies Mark, but you know, it's not, I don't feel good about it either. Like there's so many things that are more important in the world and going on and stuff, and then I get stressed about such little things, but I just can't help it, and that's really been affecting me badly. The thing is, I know that I shouldn't be as stressed as I am, and it's stupid in a way, but I just can't help it. It's something that I find uncontrollable, and I'll tell myself 1,000 times, don't stress about that. I'll wake up in the morning and be like, right, today is a new day, a fresh start, and I'm not gonna be stressed. I know I've got a lot to do, but I'm not gonna let the stress, like, I don't know, cuddle me up. I don't know what the word is, but you know, I'm not gonna let it take over. And it just seems to anyway. And I was wondering whether anyone has any advice in terms of stress, because I've obviously asked for advice before, and people do give a load of things that sound like they would work, but you know, when you're in that position and in that moment when you're really stressed, that's when I want something that I could do maybe to help me out, because it's all well and good saying, I don't know, go do yoga, do some meditation, do this, do that, but in the moment, I want some help then, and I don't know whether that's possible, and whether actually I do need to just take some time out and do some like meditation or yoga and stuff like that that would help me in the long run. But I just want some like short-term wins where, you know, when I'm stressed at that point, I can say to myself, right, blah, 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 and it just chills me out a bit. I don't know. It seems like that if someone could, you know, make that up and stuff, they'd be like a millionaire, because that would be amazing. But, you know, if anyone's got any little tips or advice and stuff, that would be top notch, because not only does it affect me like really mentally, it affects other people, it affects like the amount of work I can do. I don't do my work as well, I don't get to relax and chill out, I don't sleep as well, all these things, and that's frustrating. But the worst thing is that I think it's really badly affecting my stomach, because my IBS and all of that started as a result of my stress. So, you know, this isn't going to help, and it's really messing me up. And I don't know, maybe it's the reason that I can't go to the toilet as much at the moment. Maybe the stress is sort of linking with my gut and it's telling it, don't go to the loo, you're stressed. I don't know. So yeah, it's just bloody annoying. Before I go, I just wanted to mention that a few weeks ago I went to an event and I got to speak to someone whose Instagram is the Medicinal Chef. His name is Dale Pinnock, and he is like a nutritionist guy, and he spoke so much sense to me. Like, as you know, I've been to nutritionists, doctors, gastroenterologists and everything, and sometimes I don't feel like they completely get what I'm talking about. But I spoke to him, I went into detail about how my gut feels, about, you know, the foods that I can't eat, and he just understood it. He knew so much about like the low FODMAP diet, and he knew so much about all the different prebiotics and probiotics out there. He seems to know all the founders of all these things, and it was just so insightful. So I'm definitely going to make sure I catch up with him a lot more, and I definitely recommend, if you suffer with gut problems, that maybe you follow him on Instagram or just try and get a chat with him, because it was so useful, and it's made me realise that there are people who understand me, who, you know, aren't just people who also struggle with the same problems. He doesn't have any of these problems, but he gets it, and he's really well informed. So I just thought I'd shout him out, and I'll link him below in the whatever it's called, the caption-y thing. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. Oh, and just so you know, I am still taking my prebiotic, which is Bimuno Ibade, which is like an IBS sort of version of Bimuno, and I'm also taking my probiotic, which is Simprove. Yeah, I just thought I'd let you know so that you know what I'm taking, and if you have any questions about them, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, there you go, that's my health update for December. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I don't know if you should really enjoy it or not, because it hasn't been overly that positive, but I hope you found it informative and maybe you can relate to it in some way, or if you have any questions and stuff, as I always say, just leave them in the comments below and we can chat about things if you struggle in a similar way or struggle differently. It's just nice to have a place where you can confide and talk and all this stuff about your gut and even about your mental health, because I myself have over the years struggled massively with my mental health and I don't really talk about it that much because, I don't know, when you struggle with mental health it's sometimes hard to speak about. But yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and also go up here and follow me on Instagram because that would be much appreciated and I do a lot more over there than on this channel. Alright, I'll see you soon. Bye!